great gimmicks and jokes coming from that. That sounds like a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so perfect. But it's gonna be perfect here as ApolloKage and Benji. How are you guys doing, by the way? It's Cloud versus Snake. It's been a minute since I've seen Cloud versus Snake, at least in SoCal.
Yeah. How many? You guys your main Snake is AC.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like any big Cloud players?
You know what? Zenyu is the only player in SoCal who actually can use the character, but we don't see too much of Zenyu. Zenyu loses life, man, as it is. I think for us and Snake, we think we got it covered, and then we don't. That's the thing. Like, we think we have this covered, but we don't. ApolloKage and AC are two very different beasts. AC has a lot of fundamentals, and ApolloKage, man, he just knows the setup. Look at that confirm there. Off the rip from a grenade, and then Benji is not far behind. He gets the back end just to push him all the way to the right.
And as you can see, Benji already setting up that cross slash right there, and as trying to get that limit a lot more, but he's already taken so much damage, which could be very bad for him. But we all know Cloud had that limit being an X factor. It could be a possible helping hand in this matchup.
The Cloud being able to rely a little bit more. Oh, that's dead. Yeah, your shield poked right there. And even then, you put that shield down, that C4 is coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing about Cloud here is that your objective is to, obviously the number one thing is get the back airs, right? That's what pushes the damage and pushes your opponent away. But also you want to trap the hard part about that is after the back air comes you landing. And Snake does a really good job of trapping you in that position of like, look at how much he has on the ground. He's got a grenade. He's got the down smash. He earned this. Like, he earned that stock. And it's the way that ApolloKage and Snake can do to just trap you. When you think you're winning the neutral or when you think you're winning any exchanges, Snake just has that C4, that grenade, something in play for you to have to deal with.
And you're going to air dodge to that ledge right there. Back airs keep coming out. You talked about it. One of the best tools Cloud has. -3 on shield. Bit broken.
Yeah, it can be broken. Also because
it ain't no Smash 4 back there though.
Nothing's gonna compare to Smash 4 Cloud.
But it does do a lot of shield damage. You can spam it, and it's also really good for just in general being on shield pressure and kind of forcing your opponent to do something out of shield so you can punish them for it.
No out of shield play there, but I do still like the attempt from AK. Just because that back air was put out as a hitbox, he was looking to actually look to land. So that was still a really good attempt. Off the rip on the first hit of Nair. What a changeup. I think that's the one thing I love about AK. Like, he gets one hit and he knows how to do with every single hit he gets. And what a read to force Benji in a situation where that grenade covers the roll get up and then he covers any other get up. It's like if you choose one, you lose, right? Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
But as you can see, Benji is still out over 100%. And ApolloKage's got 2 stocks. This is very bad. Oh, okay, up tilt. That's it.
That's pretty common, right? If you're Snake, you know when your opponent has been pressured enough to go for that jump. Like, you know when they're going to do it because you've earned that pressure. And I think that's one thing we see from like, I almost said AC, man. I've seen AC all weekend long. But, like, funny enough, they're both initials is AC and AK.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I was thinking as well.
in AK's case, like, he earned that. Like, you could see the trap there. 2 grenades, traps the neutral getup, traps the roll getup, reads the jump getup because he knows, all right, cool, whatever getup you got, I'm covering it. But I do like that on Benji because he sees that opportunity that AK tries to make. I do, once again, man, AC, I mean, that's a little bit, that's SoCal bias.
Even when he's gone, he's still here.
Right? That's the SoCal bias. That's the SoCal bias, man. I think I love AC not only as a Snake player, but as honestly a Meta Knight player. I love watching Meta Knight. Not so much in Brawl, but anyways.
Brawl? No, we don't need to bring up Brawl, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, running it back to PS2. I don't necessarily agree with this stage. I think the stage is broken for Snake.
Yeah, I agree.
You have those platforms which can make it impossible to approach at all because you get this constant setups from the C4 pressure. The grenades are just there. What do you do? Snake has the ability to just wall you out so hard, and you make it impossible to get in.
And that's the thing too, because you're able to play around with platforms, like you said, right? It's hard for you to get in. It's also hard for you to come back. It's like he has the platform covered right there. You can see it immediately off the back air.
As you can see, Benji on the ledge right now. He's in a bad spot, especially against a character like Snake. Ooh, trying to go for that, like, just down air. Oh my goodness, like you guys have been saying, ApolloKage really good with those explosive setups for a lot. Goes for the down throw, reads it with the up tilt, and that's going to be it for the first stock of Benji.
That's a really interesting read there, just because he didn't set up any grenades, but I think it's the way that Benji's already conditioned at this point, where like he can just cover the landing after back air. Cloud back air is good, but if you can cover the landing, in which very few characters actually can, and Snake happens to be one of them, man, you put this character in a corner, but that's great from Benji, because he gets the read on the roll.
But not going to be able to get anything off it. You got, what, 9% at most, maybe?
Yeah. You would, I mean, in retrospect, that still lets AK know, like, all right, cool, I'm still watching you.
Uh-oh. Benji's got the C4 on him right now. Yeah, that's kind of rough. It's still on him, actually. Oh, he wanted to go for the finishing touch because he knew I have minutes left to live right now.
There's still a C4 on him now.
Yeah.
He got one before he died.
I mean, that's every Snake, man. They always make sure they get that C4 on you when you least expect it. Good stuff for AK, though.
Oh, that was,
what?
yeah.
And that's what I was going to say. He's plotting something at this point, and that's a whole stock there. You have to give it an AK.
The way he waited forced Benji to put out his shield, meaning it slowly got drained over time. Added the C4 plus the up tilt pressure, your shield's gone.
I love that from AK. I mean, we used to see him over at MSMO, right? AK was really strong at, like, reading off his opponents, but also just the condition factor. I'm really happy to see AK just come to SoCal, and then even just offline in general, and show his stuff. Excellent parry there because he's able to stop any pressure from that forward air landing. And then double explosion here, but nothing's going to go one. He's got to watch the limit. AK still makes a play for the stage, holds the shield, and that's what's going to happen there as he gets grabbed.
AK gonna have to try to close out this stock relatively soon because Cloud can be very detrimental. We all seen Spargo play with that forward air, being able to spike the down air as well, and Cloud just having a lot of kill power. Not saying that Snake doesn't have that much kill power. He actually does with all of his smash attacks as well.
Yeah, a bit more consistency though on the side of Cloud. The problem is AK's just not giving him any damage to get those kills.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Is just avoid damage as much as possible. I think the way that Charlie used to say it is avoid unnecessary damage. If it's not necessary for you to take a hit, don't even bother. But unfortunately, in the middle of the roll, that forward tilt is also one of Cloud's saving graces. Back air, forward tilt, up smash of all things.
Did it transfer? It doesn't matter.
Did that? What?
So he put the C4 on him, and then he up tilted him. He was very high up. I was thinking, oh, he's gonna use the C4, right? No, he waits until he gets down almost on the platform and make him think, psych, nah, bro, you're dead.
Yeah, it just forces Benji to kind of panic because you know no matter what you do, you're kind of screwed. You're so high up that you know if you air dodge or anything, you die. If you try to land coming down, you die.
Yeah.
And you can react to the air dodge as he lands, and you die to an up tilt.
I love the way that AK faked out that last replay here, and that was still good for Benji to get the up smash just because he knows that's a common thing from Snake. If he puts enough pressure on you, he will go for a grab, go for a forward throw, and then look to set you up. Once again, that was the big play here, Nick. It's like the immediate off the rip.
Yep, and he goes, good night, I'll see you tomorrow.
And that wasn't, you can just tell that wasn't something he just thought of like this on the fly. He knows he could do that.
Yeah.
That was definitely something he was aware that he was capable of doing. And we're running it right back to PS2. That was a bit closer than it was.
Yeah.
Previous one, but I still don't necessarily agree going back.
I'm with you, Nick. I do believe PS2 is too much of a gentleman pick. There's sometimes you actually need to evaluate the stage. Is this good for me, right? And this is not good for you. You don't want to give your opponent a good advantage, even if it means for you a comfort pick. You have to really take it into consideration. And then AK just did so well here on PS2. I was scared for him at that point because that down tilt almost confirmed into the napalm. That would have been trouble.
Going for the back air right there from Benji. Yeah, as you can see, he's going to try to go for the blade beam.
The thing here is that when you do want to go for Blade Beam, it's usually to put a pressure on your opponent from a distance, or even then you could use it to just kind of force your opponent to go for different recoveries here. It's the fact that AK kind of stays at a really good mid-range level of play that he's always like, Blade, you haven't seen Blade Beam that much. You haven't seen it at all if you really look at it. Like this last game, in this current set altogether, not a lot of Blade Beam. So you know that AK operates in a really good range just to kind of be careful around Cloud back air, but also be careful around Cloud's just range altogether.
Speaking about that mid-range, it actually allows AK to do his projectiles and approach at the same time without having to overcommit too much, because then he's going to just run just a little bit and he's already in range. Oh, but he gets him right there with the down smash, and that is going to burn his jump.
Yeah, you had to charge the limit there, and unfortunately, it was not at a distance where he was going to be able to get it.
Yeah, it's also good too for because AK has been putting out all these fake outs on his opponent. Unfortunate roll there, but you know what? That's going to be something that Benji needs finally. 2 stocks to 1. He's got a little bit working on here, but AK has just such a commanding lead, as well as just understanding like how I can fake out my opponent. But unfortunately, he's not going to get hit and get the back end there. And then Benji's still fighting for any opportunity.
Here C4 once again, just the F tilt right there. And it looks like Benji's not paying too much attention to that C4 because you can see he's not shielding that much. It is blinking once again. Oh, right there for the up tilt. It's either he got hit or he's going to get a shield broken. He's kind of screwed.
Not even shield break. It's a thing of like, I use the C4 there so that if you hold shield, you take the hit stun. And if you're going to do anything, you immediately either A, jump out of shield or go for an out of shield option. And at that distance, the way that AK had played, that was just all together rounded out. Like, we've been seeing this entire time, like, he has just been really strong at, like, okay, I'm going to wait because I have so much pressure on you. Like, even at that situation, like, he already thought he had enough pressure to go for the grab. No, that's going to be the up smash.
And we're going to see, yeah, we're going to see this right now. Where does he lose his jump during this? Because he definitely didn't. Did he just?
I think he might have jumped.
See, like that situation there when he goes for the fake out off the stage. If you're anybody else, you're worried about the snake backer because of how long that lasts in terms of frames.
Yeah.
But at that situation, he's like, okay, I either got sticky, or I'm taking the back air, and then he faked it out. It's just all the pressure that ApolloKage right there,
yeah,
right there at that moment.
I think I may have saw like the little hop ring right before he got hit. I'm not sure.
It's kind of like one of those photos, you know, those memes where like that moment of despair.
Yeah,
he caught the moment of despair right there in that situation here. That down smash super crucial, but not only because it's just the fact that he reads, but it's also putting him more off stage.
Oh wait, that wasn't.
Is that just a hitbox ring, or is that just a
upbeat?
jump?
I think that's an upbeat.
Oh yeah. I hate to see it.
They
Man.
say
Yeah, it's an upbeat, man. Oh.
The moment you felt despair right there, caught in 4K.
This is the moment he realized he messed up.
In 2032, scholars are still studying this frame.
Yeah, that's true. They could be studying this frame very well.
This is moments before disaster.
Moments before disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's gonna be ApolloKage making it top 8, loser side.
Yeah. Honestly, one of the players that I did you see? I don't know. In your retrospect, who did you see getting top 8? I had a